thing we're gonna do is go around the perimeter, remove all of the bulk on the sides. This is just hair that's gonna get in my way. I'm gonna remove as much of this as possible so I can actually see what I'm doing on the sides and the back. Also, we've sectioned out the hair where the part's gonna be on top, and the part moves right around his head into his whorl cowlick that everybody has. And so that way I know I'm not cutting any of the longer hair on top that I'm gonna need to use later for the volume and the height on the pompadour. Cool, so we've removed most of the bulk. We're down to pretty short hair. It's probably about 1/2 inch long or less maybe towards the bottom. Now what we're actually gonna do is a skin fade, and then that's gonna come up and fade right up into the longer hair, and we're gonna turn that into a pompadour on top. So the next part, I'm gonna blow dry the hair just to see where it's at. It's to refine the haircut. Basically, the hair looks different wet than it does dry. So what I wanna do is dry out the hair so I can see any extra weight, any lines, anything extra I wanna cut off. And so I may go back and forth from this stage once or twice just to make sure the haircut's where I want it to be. So now we're actually going to be cutting the top to the shape of the pompadour. As you can see, you're going to want the height in there. The idea is to get the pompadour looking something around there. So obviously we're going to pull the hair up and bring it back with over direction. So that way it's longer in the front and shorter in the back. And we remove any extra weight we have back here, so when the hair comes around, there's not a bunch of bulk in there, and it blends nicely. Now we're gonna break out with the grooming tonic, one of my favorite products in the whole world. This is a great pre-blow dry, meaning you put it in before you blow dry the hair. It helps hold the hair into the style. It's matte, it looks amazing just with this in it, but afterwards we're probably gonna add some high shine pomade to it to give it that really slick look. So the next thing we're gonna do is add the high shine stronghold pomade on top of the dry hair, because a water soluble pomade does not go on wet hair, because if there's wet and it's water soluble, those two don't go together. And that is the Skinfade with a classic pompadour.